So how much should a voiceover cost? This is a question that a lot of people ask, and unfortunately the answer is not that simple. Let's talk about it. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what genre is that voiceover in? Is it an advert? Is it an e-learning guide? Is it an audio guide for a museum? Is it an internal corporate narration? How long is that voiceover? How much work is it? All of these things need to be considered, and it will depend very much on the genre as well as the market you're working in. Let's take, for example, an ad campaign. The most amount of money I've earned from a voiceover was actually one sentence. Literally one sentence. And you might think, okay, well, surely that must have taken a minute to do. No, the session was actually about an hour and a half. Because if the voiceover is just one sentence and it's for a big ad campaign, there's going to be a lot of agonizing over whether or not that sentence is delivered in a way that the client wants. And that matters a lot. Whereas if it's one sentence in an e-learning module, as long as it's clear, it's probably good enough. Now, that's not to say that e-learning doesn't have any kind of performance considerations. It absolutely is, because I've done very character-centric kind of e-learning narrations, as well as audio guides. I don't want to generalize a genre, but there are definitely differences in the kind of performance and expectations that there are going to be depending on the kind of genre of voiceover. On top of that, you have to deal with usage. So if, for example, an ad campaign is going to be broadcast to TV for 1 year, that's going to command a much higher price than something that's not going to be broadcast at all. On top of that, how many channels is it going to be broadcast in? What country are those TV networks in? Because Italian TV and American TV are not the same. And if we look at American TV, well, Californian TV and, for example, Midwestern TV are not the same, and they will command different budgets. So take that into consideration. If you want a starting point, I would strongly recommend looking at a rate guide. So a rate guide would be a website that shows you, okay, 30 seconds of a commercial will cost this much. Is it going to be national TV? Is it going to be regional TV? Is it going to be radio? Is it just going on YouTube? It covers a lot of these things. For the US, I would suggest the GVAA rate guide. For Europe, I would consider the Voice Realm rate guide. This would also include the UK. The other thing is, you don't really want to treat a rate guide like a gospel. You kind of want to use that as a starting point, because there's going to be some level of negotiation. You may want to provide a lower rate if, for example, there's a lot of bulk work. That's certainly, I think, a completely reasonable thing to do. I do it. And you don't necessarily want to be married to these numbers. And importantly, if you're just starting your voiceover career, then I don't really know that you should be asking these kinds of rates if you don't actually have that much experience. Some people disagree with me. They think that no matter your level of experience, you should be asking how much is in a rate guide. I personally don't agree. I think if you can get away with making more money, then cool. But I don't necessarily know that you should be expecting that amount of money. Now, if you do, great, all the more power to you. You can use that to invest in your equipment, in training, in coaching, a number of things that can maybe help improve your business. But hopefully that helps provide some context into how much you should be asking for a voiceover. And if you're a client, how much you should be providing in terms of budget.